Hi there, Andrew here from Caravan HQ on the Move Caravans, and I'm here today to present you the Adventure 5.5 Caravan. Now, a special feature of the Adventure series that I want to point out to you is the full-length chassis. Now, the chassis is a hot dip galvanised chassis, powder coated for its own protection again, and this chassis has no welds. It's bolted and riveted together. So based on truck technology, but in a caravan. So great strength, great durability, and the ability to actually cut some weight off it by, as you can see, we've cut some modules out of it, pressed them out to save some weight. Now, if you look at that chassis, it starts from the A-frame all the way through to the centre of the suspension and continues on to the very rear. On the front, we have our DO35 hitch. Now, amazing for off-roading because all the tension between the car and the caravan goes through this universal point hitch. So turning that way and that way. So if you are on rough ground and the caravan's on an angle and the car's the other angle, it's rolling through here so you're not rolling over. Now on the front you'll notice something different. This is our airbag controller. So this caravan comes with a wishbone airbag suspension. Each tyre and suspension has two airbags, not one but two separate airbags with a straight shock absorber. Straight shock absorber is great when we're travelling and doing long distances so it doesn't overheat during the run of the day, especially in our hot conditions up here. And with the airbag suspension, when it's turning, the car and the caravan are staying at a constant and the suspension is turning on its wishbone, so the camber of the tyre is moving and keeping the caravan level. If we're moving around through here, we have our front toolbox. Now, on this side, have a storage tunnel boot all the way through. Our gas bottles are internally stored right here. Built-in stone guard all the way through, so no need to add another stone guard for the front of the A-frame or something to crack your tail lights on, which I did recently the other day moving a caravan. Not a cheap exercise to have, I'd rather a stone guard through here. We've added storage at the front. One locker through there, another locker there, and the one behind me. Now these lockers are great for adding ropes, fuel, wedges, firewood, whatever you like. And on top of the toolbox, we have a storage area. So if you have a mountain bike, an e-bike, something that's very expensive and you want to protect it between the car and the caravan, store it up here. Coming around the other side here, we have another locker through there to continue the lockers across the front, stone guard. Then we have a slide. Now on this slide, built-in jerry can holders. So if we are travelling across the Nullarbor and we need extra fuel, or we've got a petrol generator, we can store extra fuel here, away from the caravan, so the odours of that fuel is not permeating inside the caravan. It's protecting it from it. Then on here, I'll be placing a generator or a fridge slide, so for a cold drink or powering up when we're free camping. Now the structure of this caravan. The floor is a 40mm honeycomb floor which runs the whole length of the caravan. The side walls is 30mm composite foam wall, and the front wall, roof and back is all one sheet of 50mm composite wall. Now, composite wall means there's no timber, no water ingress, no concerns about lack of insulation. Now, holding this together, we haven't just run a simple J-mould with some screws in it and locked it in together. The front wall, the side wall and the flooring is all dovetailed together. Then a channel is run. So this outside L channel, and if you come around and look inside the tunnel boot, you have another L channel running through here. So the front wall, the side wall and the flooring are all locking into each other with dovetail. Then we're running stainless steel bolts all the way through to interlock those together. Coming with the caravan, nice little external shower. Those hot days after the beach, just wash the sand off before you go inside. Saves you having to sweep up after and get in trouble by leaving sand on the floor. Now you'll notice the tunnel boot through there, we have scrub bars. So when we're travelling through the tracks and things are coming up towards the caravan, you're bouncing off that, nodding into the walls of our caravans. Not saying the caravan's not strong enough to take it, but a big branch, a rock, something like that, even a kangaroo that bounds along and wants to run into that. Saves us a lot of time and damage later. Coming through, we've got our battery boxes. Now on this one here, we've fitted two 100 amp hour lithium batteries. On the roof, I've fitted four 100 watt solar panels. Now these are individual solar panels, which means when we're in the shade, one panel might be in the shade not working, the other three are working independently of it. Now this generates the power which goes to the batteries. These batteries then go in to run the fridge inside, the compressor fridge. Also, it runs the inverter, which comes standard with the caravan. We have two tap fillers here. Now this is through the water tanks. We have one 100 litre tank, then we have two separate 50 litre tanks. That is all warmed up by our instant heat continuous hot water system. So when we pull up, flick the switch, instant hot water straight away. So if we want to have an overnight quick shower, we don't have to wait 20 minutes for it to warm up. And over here we have our grey water tank. So if we're in a national park or in certain states of Australia or somewhere where we can't dump our water, we can store 100 litres of grey water from the shower and the sink through there. They're just our vents for the fridge there. On the rear here, we don't have one spare tyre but two spare tyres. Now, you're going to be unlucky to get a puncture anyway, but just in case, we have our own built-in racking system which carries us two spare tyres right here. And also extra storage on that side there, and also on the other side of where the tyres are placed, just in here. Now on top of that, this is part of the holding mechanism for the spare tyres, just screws in here. We can store other items that we want to carry on the back here. And on the rear here, we have our reversing camera. So when we are driving along, we can see what's happening behind us as we go along. Handy for me when if I want to pull over in a hurry, I don't have to upset someone who is sitting on my tail. And as you have noticed up there, there is a bat wing. I call it a bat wing. Basically, it's an aerodynamic foil which helps reduce the turbulence of air at the back of the caravan to keep the dust off the back, and also reduce the drag, which helps our fuel economy. Now we have a full-length roll-out awning which can have legs which I can adjust so I can put it down flat on the ground like that, like so, or have it on the side of the caravan. Entry step with a little light handle and a little light just there so we can see where we're going and not fall into the caravan too hard. And over here we've added two picnic tables with power lead, so if you are watching football, sport, or just something outside, you can have a TV on this one here, and you can have your bar set up here, or your food preparation area through here. Welcome inside to the Adventure 5.5 on the move caravan. As you can see, inside we have a two-door Dometic 12-volt compressor fridge which runs off the batteries. Moving through, we have a nice 4-burner cooktop to cook on gas or electric, a great grill, and down here we have a 32-litre convection microwave. Now the beauty of the convection microwave, we can use it on the power which we generate from this caravan itself through its 2001 inverter. Coming along, we have our drawers for storing all our knickknacks and bits and pieces. Great sink, great strainer so we can drain all our implements up there, and even a little industrial side restaurant style tap so you can squirt around and wash the veggies or anything like that. Quite a nice touch. Coming through, we have a Fusion sound system, TV holder just here, and coming through to our bed, 6'2" by 5' queen island bed so we can walk around with robes either side, portholes with USB points and power points, storage cabinet off to the side here. Then we come into the lounge, a nice L-shaped lounge with adjustable table just here. Now above my head, I have the Dometic Harrier air conditioner with two Ranger hatches to give us fresh air or darkness, whatever we feel like. And with adjustable lights, so I can turn the lights off to bring it down or turn it up for more light through there. Then we have overhead cupboards wrapping all the way through, back to our bathroom there, which has the front loader wash machine, separate shower and toilet, with our heating system in there, which is a instant heat continuous hot water system. Great for those times when you want to stop and have a quick shower on the run without having to wait for the hot water to warm up. Well, thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed my presentation of the On The Move Adventure 5.5 single axle caravan. We look forward to seeing you one day at one of our HQ branches or at the shows that we visit. Until then, enjoy.